there, Chocks and Chocettes, and in between Chocolo Roberto for another video review. It's a very special one I'm very excited about. It's the new KitKat Chunky Funky. Yes, look at that. So it looks very interesting, doesn't it? So you can see there it's got, well, what's it got? What does it actually say? What does it describe itself as? Let's have a see. Crispy cocoa wafer finger covered in milk chocolate, 26.5% I think it says, and white coating 41.9% I think it is. It's very hard to focus in there. Let's see if I can get it a bit better. Yeah, 26.5%, 41.9%. Alright, so that's like 60, 67, 68.4%. I think that comes to. So, yeah, where the rest of it is, where the rest of the 32.6%, whatever it is, 31.6% is, I don't know. So, yeah, alright, so while we're here, per calories, 400 grams, 120 calories, it's very hard to see, 27.3 grams of fat, 15.2 which are saturates, a bird bar, 208 calories, 10.9 grams of fat, 6.1 of which are saturates. So there we go, and there's the ingredients there. So interesting, so it's got white coating, it says, milk chocolate. So is it going to be that different than usual? Well, it seems to, I mean, the wafer seems to be different, doesn't it? I think it seems to be a chocolate wafer. Well, it doesn't mention that. It just says crispy wafer there. So it does look different than the original. And his edits in the live I just did just now, Stash Watch, was asking, will it be exactly the same as the regular one, basically? He doesn't sort of think it'll be much different. So we'll see. I'm not going to do a like-for-like comparison, but obviously I will mention if it is much different or not. 40 gram bar there, you can see. So there we go. Some other stuff going on. Cocoa, is it Cocoa Plan, Cocoa Life, Cocoa something or other? Nestlé breaks for good, it says. Your break is part of a program aiming to improve the lives of cocoa farming families. Alright, so scan there to have a look, I guess. Right, so I would look into that if it's important to you. Obviously, you assume they're doing some good, but you know, don't take it for granted. Alright, and get in touch and happy, stuff like that. There's recycle information there. Recycle at home, it says. For Republic of Ireland, or in the UK, you have to recycle at store. Don't recycle at home. So why in the UK you can't recycle at home, I don't know, but you can in Republic of Ireland. Very strange. But alright, well, I think this looks very nice on the outside, but how does it look on the inside? Let's move stuff down and give it an open. Okay, everyone, get this new Nestlé KitKat Chunky Funky and open. And why not? I'm very excited for this, how it look, and yeah, how it tastes, of course, as well. So let's get into it. So it's been warm in UK, and it has been very warm in the past few days, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not had too much of an effect on this bar, but to bear it in mind. Alright, well, look at that, it certainly looks nice, doesn't it? It looks beautiful, I must say, and it's lovely. I don't know, the design looks very purposeful. It doesn't look random. It looks, you know, yeah, it looks nice. You can see the bottom there, it's all white at the bottom. There's a nice pattern in that. I think that looks really nice. You can see it's sort of half divided. It's third divided, I think you'd say, into three sort of separate chunks. So yeah, very interesting indeed. All right, so let's give a bit of a measure then. Let's have a see. Got the old calipers here. So I see wide at the bottom and at the top. So at the bottom, basically 11.5, 11.6. Right, and the width, and again, it's at the bottom. Roughly 3 centimetres, well, pretty much 3 centimetres. And height, alright, 1.6. Okay, but as you can see, it's wide at the bottom, it is at the top, stuff like that. We do have the old ruler. Might be better to measure the top. It's slanted. It's roughly 1.6 there, and the width at the top, roughly 2 centimetres, maybe 1.9. Okay, for what it's worth. Right, let's give it a bit of a snap then. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Wow, looks very nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Nice individual layers there. You can clearly see them. Yeah, it looks really nice actually. Wow. Yeah. Seems to be a lot of white chocolate there. But it does say white coating, not white chocolate, doesn't it? I think. Let's just have a double check. Yeah, white coating. So it's not actually white chocolate, so bear that in mind. It looks very interesting. How does it taste? That's the important part, isn't it? Let's lift up and find out. Let's give it a taste. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to this, this new Nestlé KitKat Chunky Funky a taste. And why not? Very excited for this one. So we got one we snapped in half earlier. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Give it a go. Quite excited for this one. Seems to have a lot of what appears to be white chocolate, but it's just white coating, it says. Nice marble effect. You can see there. There's a nice individual layers there. So the layers look to be, let's say, cocoa layers instead, with a white sort of coating cream in the middle, rather than the typical KitKat sort of centre, which is always it's always sort of like a cocoa cream centre, or just what I believe is just KitKats that have not made their grade and have been repurposed essentially. So yeah, so that's an interesting one. So well, let's give it a taste and see if it actually makes any difference. Let's give it a go. Interesting. It's definitely got like you know, a white chocolate taste there, and I feel like the wafer is actually a bit more slightly. It's not massively so, but more cocoa than regular KitKat Chunky. It's actually very nice. Yeah, I like this. I do like this a lot. Mandy's Edits was asking in the live, does it taste different than the regular KitKat Chunky? And it does. And I think it's nicer actually. It's got, let's say, that sort of wafer cocoa. Gives it a bit of a subtle tang, really. Actually, I like that. And I think the white chocolate, the white coating, comes across quite nicely as well. It tastes, it just has a bit of more of a richer taste, basically. As I say, thanks to the cocoa, and a bit of a sharp taste to because of the white coating as well, which comes across as white chocolate like. I mean, you know, if you didn't know it was a white coating, you'd say it was white chocolate, and I think we'd be happy with it. I like this a lot, actually. Lovely crunch. I think the main problem with a lot of KitKat Chunky limited editions is they usually have or you know, other editions. The wafer in the middle is always the same, and the cream is always the same, generally. In this one, they have actually changed it up a bit, and I think it just makes a massive difference, and I really like it. I think it's actually very nice, this. Yeah. Lovely crunch, lovely sort of rich flavour to it. So good contrast between the sort of the wafer, the cocoa wafer, and the sort of white coating. And the white coating, or the white, sort of extends in between the wafer as well. You can see there as well. So I think that's really good. Yeah, really nice. Yeah. I'm very happy with this. Very happy with it. I think, I think it's just a really nicely balanced bar and another winner, really. I don't think it's quite as, I don't know, is it as exciting as the sort of the double choc crunch one they did last year, whatever it was called? I don't know, but that was a bit of a sleeper one as well, really, wasn't it? You know, but I like this one a lot. I think for me, I don't have to give it a 5 out of 5, but it's certainly close. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I'm very happy with this, and I can see this being one actually that might continue to enjoy. And I don't often sort of have more than one of a particular chocolate. It's got so many chocolates to review, unless it's something very special, and this might be one of them. So we'll see what happens at the end of the year when I do the top chocs of the year. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. But definitely give this one a try. Nicer than regular KitKat Chunky for sure. That's probably a 4 out of 5 regular KitKat Chunky. As I say, this one 4.5 out of 5. Alright guys, so what do you think? Did you find a big difference between this one? What do you reckon? Do you prefer the wafer being more sort of cocoa in this one? What did you reckon to the white coating as well? Did it work for you? Leave a comment, feel free. Always get to hear from me and always do your best to reply. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Have a great day. And I'll see you again. Bye for now. See ya.